Okay, we're going to look at how to change a repeating decimal into a fraction in simplest form. But we're not going to do it the algebraic method. We're going to do it kind of a shortcut method that I do. So the first thing we need to understand is that when we go to make this into a fraction, we're going to start by making the denominator. And what we do for the denominator is we look, and any number that repeats in the decimal will get a 9 in the denominator for that number. So here we have one number repeating, two numbers repeating. So in our denominator, we're going to put 1, 2, 9s. To get the numerator, we're going to subtract away any part of the decimal that is not repeating from the decimal section. So as we see, 2 is repeating, 3 is repeating. There is nothing that is not repeating. So we are going to subtract away 0. So 23 minus 0 will give me a numerator of 23. I look at 23 over 99. 23 is a prime number, and it does not divide into 99 evenly. So 23 99ths is my fraction in simplest form. So what you may be saying is, well, that's great whenever everything's repeating. I just take that number and put it over top of a bunch of 9s. And it's true. And then you try to reduce. But what about if we have a decimal where not everything is repeating? As you see here, the 3 is repeating, but the 2 is not. So in this case, again, we start with the denominator. Any number that's repeating, we give a 9 in the denominator for it. So we have one number repeating, so we put 1 9. So the question is, what do we do for this number that's not repeating? Well, any number that's not repeating, we put a 0 in. To get the numerator, again, I'm going to take whatever part of the decimal is not repeating and subtract it away from the decimal. So the 2 here is not repeating. So I'm going to do 23 minus 2. And if I do 23 minus 2, that will equal 21 over 90. Now, looking at 21 over 90, 21 is not prime, and it can be made by doing 3 times 7. And I know that 90 is 3 times 30. So by dividing this by 3 over 3, I can get this to simplest form, which will be 7 over 30. And 7 over 30 is my fraction in simplest form for the decimal 0.23 with the 3 repeating.